Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Kenny Pickett, big come from behind win versus the Ravens. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. There has never been more content available over there. It's never been cheaper. It's never been easier to join. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, getting even more Quarterback School content, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. I sincerely appreciate the support. The link is in the video description. As for this video, let's get into it. Kenny Pickett, have yourself a day coming into his own. Early 3rd and 2 here. A version of what I'm going to call thumbs. But he does a really nice job here of eventually getting to the check down. Now, I do think as we watch the video, we'll see some of the footwork potential issues and areas we're looking to clean it up, but the outcome is the outcome, and he gets it to the right guy eventually. And so I love kind of the fast evolution of just kind of getting through these things a little quicker. There's certainly not a smoothness to it quite yet. I think that there probably will be if we continue to see the same progression and growth here. But you'll see here, this is just an iteration of like a triangle read. And so what you get is you get these two kind of return routes. And this isn't exactly like it. I think of Sean Payton as kind of the thumbs guy here, where you're going to get an in or a hook here at the top of this thing. And then you're going to get two what I'm going to call returns or whips. And these are really your only man answers if it's a hook, if it's that blue marker. So you got to come out and kind of get one of these runaways out here. And if it's not there and you have an in, it's a little bit better. If it's just a hook, like a deep hook, that's not great versus man usually. So he does the right thing here, eventually getting this thing to the check down. I just think if you're looking for pure, clean pocket footwork, you're going to take 3. You're going to say no. You're going to stay right here, maybe hitch up and get the ball to your check down, as opposed to kind of drift, medium panic, but it works out. So it can be all of those things. And so versus this thumbs here, whether this is, an iteration of match or true Tampa zone, where do you want the ball to go? When you're going to get those return runaways, they're kind of matched up both at the 2 and the 3 here at the bottom. And you can see here, he just sees that left side collapse when the edge takes the inside move on the left tackle. But I love that right there. No panic. Don't bail and run. Just reset your feet and find the check down for a first down. So again, I think you can see the mental speed of it starting to pick up as far as no, check down. Now you're just going to look for the evolution of the lower half and kind of the pocket element of just doing it from the pocket and making it easier on yourself as we continue to get better and better and better. Next one down here, this is a tough one, okay? At the bottom, up top, I'm going to say that he misses the corner. Now, we see a throw similar to this that ends up winning the game for him. So he certainly got the capacity to get outside the pocket and make plays, and I think that it's all over the film. It's really saturated the film as far as his ability to get out and create a little bit. But for me, and this is kind of an advanced iteration of this, is there's only so many things you can do versus bunch defensively for me. So bunch, this 3 kind of tight set. Most teams will do either box it, so bring 4 defenders over here and kind of take you got the first one in the shallow out, you got the first one deep out, and you basically have to get 3 people going in the same direction. Right here, to me, and why I say it's a little bit more advanced, is they're locking the point. And then they are banjoing, saying these 2 for the 1 and the 3. So the 1 and the 3 right here. So when the first one goes to the flat, or whoever goes to the flat first, he's going to go, the outside corner is going to run with that. So they've got you leveraged to the flat. Well, then that means that if the number 1 is running a corner, you got to throw that ball because you've got the leverage on that inside 3rd defender. Again, not easy to see. This is more of an advanced take for me. Now, you can lock any of these guys. They just are locking the point right here. And so, again, just watch this thing play out. So to the flat, they've got you leveraged, right? But now to the corner, you've got them leveraged. And then the other thing I would like to see from this corner route is just set this thing to the back pylon and then allow the quarterback to curl you to the middle of the end zone. Don't run this thing to the middle of the end zone because you're kind of closing your own window. So again, watch this thing play out, bunch coverage up top. See how he's kind of got that flat leveraged? Now, for me, Kenny Pickett plays this too fast. So watch how quickly he's off the flat. So there, he's off the flat, right? His eyes are back. That corner's a touchdown. You have to be able to recognize the coverage. And again, I'm not saying it's easy, so don't freak the hell out in the comments. Okay, there, no flat, corner, yes. That fast. So read that. No flat, corner, yes. And again, where that corner comes out, 14, set that thing to the back pylon, and let me throw you to the middle of the E. Don't come out to the middle of the E. And then again, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with him getting outside the pocket creating. That's certainly what he's comfortable doing right now. But from the pocket right there, I think that's there, right? Like he's, again, as you were looking at the pattern of the footwork, he's essentially escaping a good pocket again. Just hang in there, trust it, and then you can make plays when you have to make plays. Next one here, 2nd and 17. Everyone's favorite iteration of Hank, okay? Now, that's about as wide-ass open as you'll ever see a true hook in the league. And really, Kenny Pickett doesn't read this like true Hank, so it's actually kind of a better play. He just catches this thing and works the curl flat to the left. And I kind of like it better. If you're going to do this, if you're going to run Hank, let's give the quarterback the freedom to do this. To me, true Hank is sit, and then we're going to get hooks, and then something in the flat. So whether it's wide or swing right there. And normally you read this thing 1, and then whoever takes it away. So if the defender to the field takes it away, or to the up top takes it away, then you read this 2, 3, kind of like that. So if the defender down here were to squeeze this thing, well, then you would read this hook 1 to 2. So the way it works out, meaning that who this sit is covered by, this sit is covered by what I'm going to call the Mike linebacker type. So 3 linebacker types. The middle linebacker type covers him from this side. Technically, in a true Hank read, you'd be back here anyway, but he doesn't do that. He just drops back and looks to the left. And who knows, that's obviously how they're teaching it in their room, and it works out here. So just because I hate Hank doesn't mean that Kenny Pickett doesn't love it. And it works right here. 2nd and 17, get a big chunk of it back. Hell yes. So again, watch how this thing plays out. See how the 18 covers the tight end right there? That would tell you to go back to our right. Well, he's already working the right? Like look at his helmet stripe. He never gives that tight end a chance. There are different ways to read it, and right here we're watching a different way to read it. It's still a big play. Nice completion. Next one, 3rd and 3. So this is one of those ones for me where it looks like Kenny Pickett is hot and bails, right? This is not one of those things where you're like, damn, bro, you got to have an answer to being hot here. Well, I think when you go back and look at the film, specifically from the end zone, this is on the right tackle. And again, I'm not in their O-line room, but I can tell you that if you look at the bones of this, look at the center. He's pointing all the way out, right? They're going all the way out. So there's someone outside the defensive edge there. That means the back is now going to 18, and the guard and right tackle are fanning out to 99 and 50. So see the center go to his left, our right. They're going all the way to 6. The guard is pass setting for 99. Well, the right tackle took 99, and then we have a free runner at 50. So what originally looks like, hey, damn, Kenny Pickett, you got to have answers. Well, in reality, they're blocked up. So there's the point. These 3 are going to these 3. The back is going right here to 18. And then the right guard, right tackle should be fanning. Okay. So fanning means that they're going to kick out, and we're going to go 50 and 99. 2 versus 2. Well, in reality, what happens is the right tackle sets for 99. So you get both guys setting for 99, and then we get a free runner at 50. Well, that's not on Kenny Pickett. That's Kenny Pickett trusting his protection, and then he's a good enough athlete to not get hit by the free runner. So again, right tackle, E. You screw the quarterback. He almost goes out there and makes a hell of a play. If not for the wide receiver stepping out of bounds, it would be a nice scramble play. So it's one of those things for me when you turn on the film, and if I'm going to be critical of Kenny Pickett for maybe bailing early or maybe not looking as settled as you would love to in the pocket, it's worth acknowledging there's probably some reason for it, right? We've gotten free runners when there shouldn't be free runners here. This is blocked up 6-person protection. they only bring 6 or have the capacity to only bring 6, but we have a free runner. So what the hell happened? Well, he doesn't make a bad play at disaster. He's got a chance to make it a nice play if he gets any help from his boy. So tough one on many levels. Next one, 3rd and 6, scramble left. This is a pretty impressive throw. He basically throws this dude open. There's nothing there. There really is nothing there. It's even more impressive from the back. This is a bit of a unique way to run option for me, but let's first just appreciate the throw. I mean, look at the bottom right corner. He throws that guy open. Moving to his left, getting downhill. You can see him carving his arc here as far as getting towards his target, getting his shoulders flipped. That's pretty sweet. Now, when I say unique option, watch the release by the point man up top. See how they kind of like, normally, I would say in most offenses, if you were going to run an option out of bunch, you would have the number 3 guy do it, where he would kind of, you see him kind of, the same release number 2 takes, like kind of hop, skip, and allow these guys to be like clears. Well, here, they're basically like buffering him, like, or whatever the route is. Let's say, I think it's a shallow. But these 2 routes kind of operate as pseudo clears, and then he kind of skips off, and then he's into it. Well, you know, okay. I mean, they obviously know their personnel better than I do. It's just a unique way to do it. And it takes a little bit of time. Again, we end up taking an L. We get some pressure right in our face. We got to go. And this is an impressive throw, man. Again, to me, turning on the film, he just looks so much more comfortable out of structure. Like it breaks down and it almost looks easier for him, bizarrely. Where I think most guys would be the opposite. You'd love a clear, clean pocket. Next one here, 3rd and 14, big hook up top. So just ripping a hook, really nice catch as well. But anytime you convert a 3rd and forever like this, 3rd and 14, with a route right at the sticks, it's going to be really nice. Now, is it a perfect throw? No. But it's a pretty damn nice throw. And now we're operating from the pocket, doing exactly what I'm saying he hasn't been doing a lot of. So it's worth acknowledging the fact that, you know, could it be just a tick cleaner? Sure. But this is still pretty damn impressive. You can see the stick up top here. Going to go up here, right back. The ball brings him a little bit inside and then makes a hell of a catch. But again, this is what I want to see more of. And then just add the precision of the ball location. But this is a 5-step from gun, locked in, getting towards his target, ripping it, getting that back hip right towards it. And that's just a really nice job. On a big 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 is a disaster in the league. He makes it look easy, nice pass protection, and that's a big conversion. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, leave a comment, get engaged, support the channel. I sincerely appreciate all of the support across various different methods. It means a lot to me. It really does help the channel, so thank you so much for doing that. In addition, the Quarterback School Patreon community, again, you know about it. Great way to support the channel. Get even more content available over there, really in-depth, deep dives. Never been cheaper, never been more content available. Again, we've got Quarterback School courses as well, really the premium content available through the channel. We've got a bunch of great courses on all of my favorite topics, RPOs, pass protections, how to beat coverages. We even have an entire offense over there, tempos, all of the above. So excited to share those courses. And then finally, we've got a bunch of additional free resources. So if you're interested in any of the free resources, we've got a Pass Pro Quiz. We've got a play calling tool. We've got a free course on the passing quick game. So if you're interested in any and all of those things, you can find all the links in the video description. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and 5. Okay, now we got everybody's favorite simulated pressure. Oh, snap. We're hot from the field. So we got all sorts of issues here. For me, first let's talk just pass protection, because we can see here, they've got the capacity to bring 6, right? The center is going to 6, ironically. The 2 defensive tackles are dropping out. So, sweet irony. Today I put out a simulated pressure video. These are traditional rushers. They're dropping. The center has declared that he is going to 6. So this thing works out, whether it's a 3-person slide, it works out that the bones are 5-0. So these 5 have these 5. So the quarterback is responsible for the 6th defender, or the additional guy on each side. Well, there is no one over here. So really your eyes need to be to 14, because he's the only potential guy who can come. In addition, he's backed up, right? He's stacked. So there's a defender right behind him. This is like blitz pressure 101 for quarterbacks. You get a stacked defender, good chance he's pressure, good chance he's blitzing. So we're going to get a free runner here. To me, and I talk about this a lot, if you think you're going to be hot to one side, especially in 5-person protection, you would love your eyes for your first read to be down here so you can throw into the hot. To me, the ball needs to go to the flat. I think the spot route could be better down here. But to me, this is a disconnect system-wise or quarterback-wise. This is how you get hurt, too, eventually. Having your eyes away from the pressure, having free runners hit you. It's bad ball. Now, it's easy for me to say with a clicker, but watch down here to the bottom. We get a little spot route. The ball has to go to the flat. In addition, okay, this spot route, to me, could be better. So normally spot is run corner, little spot, whether you call it spot or snag, it really doesn't matter. The ball goes to the flat hot. Really, I would love to see one of these two, if not both, try to run and pick or run and rub if you play defense. Up, get a little rub on that guy who's going to be covering the flat so that we have an opportunity to throw to the flat. This is a little bit of either poor understanding or selfish ball when guys don't do those little dirty details to get other guys open. See how that tight end, the guy in the point, is avoiding contact? Right there, like that, just that little subtle dip of his left shoulder. But again, Kenny Pickett is looking to the option up top. So really good clip to learn from, I think, for all of us. But Kenny Pickett specifically, you don't want to take shots like this, especially when it's your responsibility. That's not the right tackle setting to the wrong guy. Next one here, little stick nod up top. Scramble right, nice little sideline throw. Again, outside the pocket, out of structure, making plays. This one is kind of in a gray area for me because I think there is pressure at the right tackle spot where he does kind of have to go right there. I think when you watch it from the wide, you kind of wonder, hey, bro, we got to throw the stick nod in structure. And I think potentially you could make that argument, but because the right tackle set here and looks like he's startled, this little stick nod for me, usually paired with a whip or return, fake out to the flat and then back. You usually read this saying 1 to 2. I would love for him to hit that back foot and either anticipate this nod or kind of up and reset and throw the nod because it's so wide open. But again, I think I'm saying what I would love to see, and what he's comfortable doing right now is it's not there. I can go make a play, and he can. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, acknowledging the fact that, just because I'm saying this is how it's normally played doesn't mean that he's comfortable doing it. So again, up, dip and rip, reset, throw. You can see that stick nod. To me, that stick nod is open enough in the league for sure. Dip, rip, throw. Okay, if it's not there, you think it's blurry, this is pretty sweet too. And it can be both. And it can be, hey, this is what he's comfortable doing right now. But boy, you turn on the film and we got some guys running open too, y'all. We got even better opportunities once we get more comfortable and secure the pass pro. Next one here, 3rd and 4. This is probably my favorite throw of the game. Second favorite throw. Anticipation hinge up top. It's a dot. These are the throws for me that I think I get most excited about with seeing a young player improve and grow. Because these are the throws that I probably would say I haven't seen enough of up until this point, and even in college, where that is a laser. That is a big boy NFL throw. To the field, ripping an anticipation hinge or stop. Meaning the fact that we're going to go out here, he's going to throw it before he comes out of it, and we're going to hinge out. To the wide side, right? This is the wide side, the big boy throw with anticipation. You'll always hear me say capital A anticipation, meaning that he's trusting his guy. He understands the technique, the system, the understanding of where the ball should go on time. Watch this thing at the top. Good base, one hitch, separated right there. That's anticipation up top. And it's a laser to the field, right upon his face. I mean, this is as impressive as you can get from me. So he can do it. Now we just want to see him do it consistently. That is really, really awesome to see. I love it. Capital A anticipation, big boy throw to the field, ripping it, showing off the arm strength and the accuracy. Get excited about that one. Whoom. Right on him. Hell yes. Next one here. To me, okay, up top, we can throw this out. The wide receiver thinks he can too. Watch that reaction at the end. Oh, damn. Now, again, we're at a structure. We're creating outside the pocket, moving to your left. I get it. But you tell me here, watching this in full speed, does he have to leave? Maybe. I mean, the left tackle probably gets beat if he sees him. I'm not sure why you would see him there. Probably just feels that color. But to me, we can take that drop and throw that deep out up top. And again, you might disagree. Let me know in the comments if you disagree and think I'm crazy. But to me, if you take this drop, whatever the drop is, you hit that back foot, and you anticipate the same way that we anticipated that hinge on this throw and put that thing up and to the sideline up on his face, it's a completion. And that's to me probably where we want to live long term playing quarterback for the Steelers. Throw. Right there, throw it. Anticipate it out. Again, you can see the out up top, right? Perfect footwork, great timing, throw it. Even if the guy is a free runner to your left and beats the left tackle inside, and you get hit, you're going to get hit throwing it. Hang in there, throw it, take the shot. But, okay, if it's not there, or for whatever reason, say you can't see it, say someone's in your face, the right guard, right tackle, you can't even see the throw, you got to go. This is pretty sweet. Going to your left, throwing someone open. So it can be, and I think this is the part, the nuance and detail that I try to get at this channel, is it can be both things, okay? It can be, hey, let's throw this on time. It's there. But if it's not, this is pretty damn impressive. Like, I mean, he is putting on a clinic outside the pocket, right? I mean, there is just throw after throw after throw where he's throwing guys open, making great plays. So big throw here on a seam up top. This is a really, really impressive throw from a number of different levels. The arm strength, being able to, what I'm going to say, looks like he goes left to right here just because of his drop. But man, he rips this seam. So watch his drop in his eyes. It looks like he's looking left. He's able to come back and just throw an absolute seed. The thing leaves the screen on a seam. Pretty rare. Beautiful throw. I mean, just outside the stretch of the defender, right on him. And I'm going to be critical when we look to the wide here, but it's worth appreciating. If he's reading the seam down here to the bottom, no, a seam up top, pretty rare. Now, is this coverage some iteration of quarter, half? Probably. To me, if you see quarter, half, and again, acknowledging the fact that I have a clicker, okay, don't freak out. But to me, this looks like a quarter safety. This looks like a half field safety, meaning he's got more depth and width. He's a little flatter. So if you catch quarter, half here, and you're playing some iteration of 4 verticals, this is a cloud corner, you're almost always going to want to work the 2-on-1 on that safety, meaning this seam to best release here. Put a 2-on-1 on that safety. You're pretty rare to get a seam versus a quarters safety. It's a tight window throw down here. So I think it's really, he doesn't do himself any favors here, kind of dropping to throw this tight end seam and then coming back and ripping this. And the reason I say that is if he were to take just 3 quick hitch and rip this thing with a little bit more anticipation or a little bit earlier, I think that this safety probably doesn't come over and make this play, and we've got a chance to hit this thing and go make this thing a really special play. Okay, so again, acknowledge the fact it's a big time throw. Okay, but again, how you play these things to me is the fun part of it. So to me, he's looking at the tight end down here to the bottom. No, I'm saying he could have gotten off of it pre-snap if he saw it. Now, you don't see everything. But if you go no inside seam to yes inside seam, it's pretty rare to do that. I can't think off the top of my head I've ever seen someone go inside seam to inside seam versus middle field open. Versus middle field closed, you do it all the time. No, yes. And again, you can see here, if he would have got it on him just a tick earlier up top, he's got a chance to catch it and run versus catch it and get hit by the other safety. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So it's a great throw. It is a big throw, and let's appreciate it for what it is. But also the process of how he got there, to me, is as interesting as the throw. The throw was more impressive, but how he got there, I think, is more interesting for me. Left, no. Right, yes. Ripping it. Again, you don't see a whole lot of seams thrown right down the middle of the field like this. To me, that shows that you're just a tick late. But the ball location is outstanding. Wow. Awesome. Then the last one here, 3rd and 8, touchdown scramble to the left. Pretty impressive throw for the win. Fast 4, get outside. I mean, I think originally I wasn't sure who he was throwing it to, whether it was 82 or the back, but I think it definitely is the back, just with where his helmet stripe is. Again, now, appreciating the throw. I mean, that is moving to his left, creating out of structure. That is a dot. It's really a touchdown to 2 guys, right? It's a beautiful throw. And let's watch the drop. Does he bring himself to trouble? To me, that's a yes. If you just take a normal drop and hitch up, you probably have a pretty clean pocket to do whatever you want. Now, do you get to that throw from the pocket? No. Okay, so again, this is where it gets muddy in the hot takes. But for me, okay, what is it, 3rd and 8? This is open on the short end. This is open on the corner. I think either of those throws, the vast majority of quarterbacks just take a drop and hitch up and make one of these 2 throws. And so it's hard to say, hey, bro, don't drift and then go make a crazy throw. It's great when it works out. But when the Steeler fans in a week or in a season or in half a season are kind of like, why does he keep getting himself into issues? Where did this come from? It's always been there. He's just making plays right now, and good on him. But I really do think, you tell me, is the number 1 down here open? Yes. Is the corner and the number 2 open on a corner? Yes. And it's a great play. Okay. It can be all of the above, and you can see things, down the runway that could potentially be issues, because he continues to get himself in trouble, bail out. But when you're making plays like that, it doesn't matter, because that is a game winner and a dime going to your left. He's been doing it all game. Dot. Good for you. Big win. Kenny Pickett. So that is a wrap. Kenny Pickett, week 17, massive win on the road versus the Ravens. So much fun to see him play at a high level, especially down the stretch. Big time throws from all over the place. I think the vast majority of the throws coming out of structure, outside the pocket, are just where he's most comfortable right now. But I think that there are some bones. You can see the structure for him to be able to get better from within the pocket. So his footwork maybe allowing him to hang a little bit more in the pocket to make some of those more consistent throws, because you do see the throws from the pocket with the capacity to make damn near every throw, right? That big anticipation hinge. We've seen him drive the ball down the field on deep hooks and curls, on long third and forevers. So those throws becoming the norm, and then still being able to do the creative thing outside of the structure of the play, because that part of it is special. I think you don't want to totally dismiss that and get rid of it and say, hey, you got to play within the structure of the pocket. But just understanding the film for what it is. Sometimes he brings himself to trouble. Sometimes he maybe bails out a little bit early. But you kind of understand why when you turn on the film and you got the right tackle turning people free. Or maybe you don't know exactly where to put your eyes on every single protection yet. So all of those things couple to make it a little unsettling in the pocket. And I think you can see that because he does maybe move a little bit too much or bail a little bit early. But when he does, it's hard to be that mad, because seems like he's at his best out of structure, outside the pocket, making plays, his vision, going to his left, going to his right. All of those things I think are great things. You want all of them, but you also want him to operate the offense and rip the ball down the field when it's there on time, in rhythm from the pocket. So all of the above, I think, is going to get better and better. Still fun to see him kind of elevate his game at the very end when you got to make a play. Big seam down the middle of the field, super impressive throw, ripping that touchdown at the end. Great vision, great ability to create. Lots of stuff to be excited about if you're a Steeler fan. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.